Most of us are done with our rookie drafts, but a lot of us are still drafting as we are degenerates and we're in a ton of leagues. We're doing more startup drafts. We're just trying to get more in this offseason, more action per se. So that being said, let's redo the rookie running back rankings. So if we had any changes while drafting, we got them reflected. And we're going to do that on the tier list. If this is something you're into, if this is helping your Dynasty teams, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I have all types of content on the channel, from clips of players, rankings, player vids, everything else. Smash that subscribe button. Just help yourself out here. But here it is. We're at the TierMaker. We're going to rank these guys into tiers like we always do. Ranking these running backs. Then we'll pump out a wide receiver video here in the next couple of days. But starting this off, as always, as you already know, Bijan Robinson here at the top. And I don't even think I need to say anything here. Top running back off the board in the NFL draft. Everybody's been waiting for him to come out for the draft since high school. Prodigy at college, especially at Texas here when he led the league. All of college football. Missed tackles forced. Big plays day in and day out. Highlight reel catches. Just everything you want from a running back. He's being drafted at like top 6, top 7 overall. An underdog. Best ball drafts right now. Bijan Robinson is where it's at. Next player is just going to have to throw in Jahmyr Gibbs. Number 12 off the board. Overall in the NFL draft. Going to get his opportunity. Did get nicked up somehow between now and rookie camp. That just happened. We didn't get to see him work out in rookie camp. But you know what? Probably be good to go this offseason. Let's see what happens. And it's not going to hurt his value at all. No one's even thinking about it. Now things start to get a little different here in Tier B. Tier B, things get a little bit different here. So now we're going Devin Achane, Kendre Miller, Zach Charbonnet. Zach Charbonnet in here. So I think before I had these guys split up, and the reason why these guys are kind of close in ADP, Charbonnet has been the deflator from the draft. This guy fell in value because he's going to be sharing the backfield with Kenneth Walker. But on the flip side, still high-end day 2 pick, still has a robust profile where he's a bigger back and catches the ball in the backfield. It's on a team that wants to run the ball. This is a team that has been using 2 running backs that wants to run the ball. They don't draft another running back if they don't want to run the ball, and they've had injuries at the running back position, so they're scared of that. They want to be good at running the football. That's what they're saying. They came back, drafted Kenny McIntosh. They want to run the ball. They want to be able to throw the ball to their running backs as well. Charbonnet catches the ball in the backfield. Kenny McIntosh catches the ball in the backfield. They told us what they want to do. They showed their hand. Kendre Miller is the guy I'm most excited about right now. Due to situation, talent level, size adjusted speed. I also like Devin Achane. I like that he went to Dolphins. This is like the perfect spot. Round 3, Dolphins, Mike McDaniel. Good hype place. Want to see what happens there, but still, you're pulling the trigger. In ADP, these guys are flipping with each other. You may see them locked in, ranked different in ADP, but honestly, I've seen a lot of drafts, and these guys flip with each other off and on throughout every draft. It could be different. Some it may go Kendre, Devin Achane, Charbonnet. Some it may go Chain, Kendre, Charbonnet, or it could lead off with Charbonnet and the other guys. Just how it works. Just how it's been going. I've watched drafts all the time, multiple times a day. They flip between the late first, somehow early second sometimes. These guys are just flipping with each other. And you know what? They've kind of flipped in my heart as well. Let's go here. I'm kind of doing this off the cuff, but Rashawn Johnson, pretty big on him, going to the Bears. First running back draft day 3. There wasn't a running back draft much after him. The Bears really thought of him. And then you can really see where there's a pathway of him to be successful. But Tank Bigsby's really growing on me. I like Tank Bigsby a lot. I like him a lot. He could really push to be with the B tier. Like, Tank Bigsby's in a good situation. I think people saw that he's with Travis Etienne, and they're like, nah, I'm out. But now that dust is settled and I got to think things through, man, you want that Trevor Lawrence offense. You want that Jaguars offense. We know attrition happens at running back. That's just the thing. He's an assertive north-south runner. He can catch the ball in the backfield a little bit. Not a big-time pass catcher. Travis Etienne's going to have that role. We all know that. But again, a running back here. Good draft capital, round 3. Going to a good offense. And he was deemed talented prior to the draft. Things aren't switching up here. This has been deemed a talented running back class prior to the draft. It's not like we're all of a sudden started drafting him and he just started getting draft capital. He was good prior to the draft. He was good coming out of high school. Played on an Auburn team, bad offensive line, but per PFF was bottom 3 in run blocking in the SEC. Tank Bigsby wasn't in the greatest situation. Still was able to do something. Not the greatest stats, but you're catching that ADP anyways, at late second round, mid second round range. But he's really growing on me. I kind of want that offense. A good player going to a good offense, you kind of want. Roschon Johnson, good player going to a good situation where he could get some opportunity. Now we're moving up here to D. Tajay Spears here. You know what? When it comes to my drafts, and I look at him and the wide receivers, I'm going Bigsby, Roschon Johnson, and then it's the wide receivers, and I'm kind of letting him slide a bit. And he's sliding to the other tier of guys, so I'm going to rank him with the other tiers of guys, and that's how it's going with me. And you know what? If he falls to me, he falls to me. If he doesn't, he doesn't. That's just how it's been working. That's just how the game's played when I'm in the draft. There's other wide receivers I've been looking at. There's been other positions. And that's just how it's going because just like the NFL draft, like the NFL team said, there are more running backs to look at, and I can really just pull the trigger a little bit later. Guys like Chase Brown, round 5 to the Bengals. A great spot, but could be not the greatest spot as well. We got to see what happens here. Could move up the depth chart, but opportunity is grand if he gets touches. Opportunity is grand. Again, a good running back that we deemed prior to the draft process, and now he's in a good situation. Draft capital's not there, but 3rd round, 4th round, 5th round, we're just pulling on running backs that catch passes. We're pulling on running backs who could be getting an opportunity early in their career. Chase Brown might not get an opportunity early, but attrition's always there. He catches the ball in the backfield, and he had a big year last year. Monster season in the Big Ten. Another guy, he's not a monster or anything, but he's in a good situation. Round 6 draft capital, Deuce Vaughn. You can really see how attrition can really affect his offense to a point where he's getting opportunity. However, he is a micro machine running back. I do not see him having upside as some of the other guys, but I can also see where he can help your team at, and we're looking at him as late 3rd, early 4th round draft capital. I'm taking Zach Evans over him because I can definitely make the story where he climbs the depth chart here and gets some opportunity early in his career. I can really make that story. Also, I can also make the story that this guy flunks out due to being ignorant, because we've seen that throughout his recruiting process and little dumb nuggets that's come out through his career. Again, he's a good athlete. We've seen that. Let's see what happens here. And this is just a speculation play. Another speculation play, Evan Hall. I love Evan Hall. I loved him in the draft process. Talked about him all offseason. I love that he's going to the Colts. And I get it. Jonathan Taylor all day there. But we saw attrition with Jonathan Taylor last year. He got injured. And then the jabroni running backs did production. They did work in fantasy. We had 20-plus point PPR games, a couple of them. There's Evan Hall right there. That could be him. That could be our guy there. Something happens to Jonathan Taylor. If I have Jonathan Taylor, I'm making a point to try and get him. I'm trying to make a point to try and get him. Now, we got some other guys here mixed and matched. So let's talk about Dwayne McBride. Dalvin Cook could be gone soon. His value is going to go up. I also like Ty Chandler, but the thing is you're just taking stabs at running backs and you're just hoping that you get an opportunity. And he does do some stuff. He was very productive at UAB. He doesn't catch the ball much out of the backfield. Only had like 5 catches in 3 years. But again, you're just taking stabs. I love Izzy. We know it's the Breece Hall show, but we also know they want depth at running back because they had to deal with injuries last year. Izzy's good. There could be a time down the road where he could be productive for you. That's why I'm taking stabs at him. There could be a time. Kenny McIntosh could be the guy that disrupts the Seattle backfield. You know what? I can see these two running backs, Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet, feeding off each other, having off and on games, giving you something. But man, what if Kenny McIntosh hits? What if they start using him more in the passing game? What if he gives you a good ROI for round 7 running back? You don't see guys like him falling to the 7th round in many drafts. You just don't see it. I could really see that happening. I'm drafting Sean Tucker. I'm looking at him in a lot of drafts. And when it comes to D and F, they're very the same. Let's do this. FD, they're close. And really I should make another tier because I like Eric Gray, but I'm not into it too much, but I'm also into him because against Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley, same thing as Evan Hall, but I just like Evan Hall a little bit more. But the same reason. Attrition, opportunity. We could see him be productive there. Chris Rodriguez, I don't like him that much. I feel like they got a cluster of backs there. I'm just looking for attrition, looking for him to get some opportunity. He's a guy that can probably hurt some of the players on your team, but he's also not good enough to really hit some upside. But he's also a guy that has been productive enough in the SEC level to sneak away, be that sneaker back. Lou Nichols going to the Packers. We got some bodies there, but he was very productive in 2021. Pounder back. I just wish he went to a different team. Round 7 draft capital. Not really looking for him to do much. I think I need to add another tier. I'm just going to throw those guys down. I have them there, but FD and DFs are about the same. Those guys are close, and I like to diversify my portfolio a lot. So look at those last 2 tiers. Pretty close with each other, but I'm more apt to pull on Chase Brown, Zach Evans, Evan Hall. Deuce Vaughn's probably more like here now that we finish it up. So if you're scrolling past the video after I did that, you're screwed because I changed it up on you. But that's how this works here. I'm ranking off the top here, moving Deuce Vaughn down. But those are another cluster of guys. DF are guys I'm just going after. And then I really like the top here. I think a mix of B tier, mix of C tier up in the round 2s and round 1s. That's how I'm at. And of course, S and A. That's just standard. So this is where I got it at, the running back rankings right now. Let me know where you're different at. Let me know which running backs you got in your draft because you already drafted. So you already drafted some running backs. I want to hear about it. A lot of other people are still drafting. I'm about to have more drafts, probably being more startup drafts. So things are coming up and we're still moving along. So that's why this video is still coming out. Make sure you smash that subscribe button on the way out. It's only going to help you build your Dynasty team going forward. And I want to thank you for watching.